Hello and welcome to the Basilia Romanian channel. My name is Michael and today we are gonna be playing Crusader Kings II. We are gonna be playing the Viking Age as the Emperor Basil the First Macedonian, who was the founder of the Macedonian dynasty. Here we are. Here we can see our beautiful Byzantine Empire, which is not in the best shape at this point in time. It lost all of its lands in Balkans, in Italy, in Africa, in Egypt, in Syria, in Palestine, and even in parts of Anatolia. Basically, that's what's left at this point of the Great Roman Empire. So let's get started. We are not playing the Iron Man mode. We don't have any achievements, and the reason for that is because my version of the game is quite heavily modded. Actually, you can see that simply by looking at the map, because many provinces are different and in some places heavily modded. And that's not everything. It's not only about the map, it's actually quite a lot of new stuff about gameplay. I will explain this later. I will explain what kind of mods I have, and you'll see that they actually make the game a lot more interesting and a lot more historical and at the same time challenging. Let's get started. So, first of all, what we see here. Here we see the Emperor Vasilios I Macedonian. We can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces under our direct control. We don't have much money, we don't have much prestige, we don't have much piety. Basically, we don't have much of anything. But we gotta do something about it. First of all, let's pick a focus for our character, and that would be, I guess, either family or carousing. Well, considering that we already have 2 sons, I don't think we need much more in terms of family. Let's pick a carousing focus. That would do. Let's pick an ambition, groom, and heir. So we are the Vasilios. We are tough soldier. We are strong. We are brave. Deceitful. Well, which is not surprising considering that he historically killed his previous benefactor, Emperor Michael, if I'm not mistaken, the 3rd Amorian. Let's actually see. Yeah, Michael the 3rd Amorian, who actually chose this guy as a Symbasileuses or co-emperor, who gave him the many rights and privileges, and the guy still killed his benefactor and became a sole emperor. Very sneaky indeed. Very deceitful. He's ambitious and greedy, which is a good thing, because that gives us quite a lot of additional money. Our wife is a Norse woman called Eudokia, Inger Ingerina, as they call her in Greek, or in Nerina or something about these lines. So we choose a focus, an heir, an ambition. Now let's put crown focus on the province of Adrianopolis. And then there's a lot of minor titles, rather court titles. They really have had a lot of them in the Byzantine Empire. We are not going to pick all of them because that would take a lot of time, about 20 minutes probably, but we will choose the most important. First of all, designated regent. In my opinion, that should be a guy who is somehow competent and at the same time who likes us a lot. So let's pick somebody according to opinion and his skills at the same time. Well, if we look at skills, well, let's actually pick the ecumenical patriarch Ignatius as our regent. Physician, this guy called Kalinikos can be a good physician. He's a masterful scholar, so he will be a physician then. We can also pick a jester, and let's pick this Quico, rector of Ragusa. He hates us, so he will be a good jester. Despot, we put my father as a despot. We put our brother as Sevastokrator. As far as I know, the title didn't exist at this time. It was created by the Emperor Alexios Komnenos. So a bit of historical stuff here. Then let's choose a Kaiser. Let's put this guy actually, why not? Kuropalates, this guy will do then. Then actually let's choose a most important governor, or rather most important governors in the empire, give them title of Antipatos, which is basically Greek analog for proconsul. So who are the most important governors in the empire at this point? I guess let's pick the guy from Elos and make him Antipatos and a Patrikios. Let's pick a guy from Optimatoi and we will make him Antipatos and Patrikios. Let's pick the guy from Armeniacon, the guy from Anatolikon, guy from the theme of Thessalonica, again Antipatos and Patrikios, and let's maybe choose this guy. Oh, there are no more Antipatos titles left. Okay, he will be a Epatos then, a consul. Well, we get rid of all the unnecessary titles, got rid rather, and we also have a war on our hands. A war with Sultan Muhammad II of Alabid Sultanate. Yeah, so it's a Muslim conquest of Sicily. Historically, the empire lost the wars against the Muslims and Sicily. Basically what we are doing now, we are gathering our so-called Tahmata, the core of the Imperial troops. A new great house has risen to the forefront of Ragusan politics under Patrician Greek of Babalio. Okay then. Okay, I got it. The troops that were under the command of the Emperor, situated in the Thrace region near the city of Constantinople. Basically, these were the professional soldiers basically the core of the Imperial army. There were some professional soldiers in each of the themes, but it was a really small core of cavalry, and these troops weren't really big in numbers, whilst the Tahmata was quite a large number of troops compared to anything else. Now, we got about 2 times more troops than they have here, so that should be an easy victory. Let's see how it goes then. Yeah, we won. We won the battle. The Battle of Siracusa. I'm riding over the hills of Siracusa when I realize how this experience has simply become a matter of course. I rarely even think when I charge into battle, it just happens. I could surely make use of this insight, but how? I will muster the hills. Yeah, that will do. Because in these regions where we are going to fight, in Italy, in Asia Minor, there are quite a lot of hills, so that will do. Mayor Najib of Zahuan was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Perfect. Let's besiege some of their fortresses and let's actually ransom this guy. Money are always good. To the deceitful infidel Basilius, may Allah destroy your house. I accept paying your ransom for the safe return of Mayor Najib. Very well then. Well, in one thing he's right, I am deceitful indeed. Well, Syracuse is under siege yet again. Strategos Dracontios of Aegean Islands. And he is trying to kill some other guy in his team. Oh, what's this? Oh yes, yet another stupid Turkic tribe decided to loot my lands here. By the way, talking about looting, I tweaked the game so that every culture basically could loot basically everyone, because that's what people did at that time. I always found this a bit of stupid when in this game only Vikings, Turkic tribes and Berbers can loot, while any other culture, and maybe also Hindus, but who cares about Hindus? They are somewhere there, far away. Nobody's playing there anyway. So I always find it stupid when only some cultures could loot whilst others could not. Because, you know, from the beginning of the Muslim conquest and later when the Byzantine Empire fortified the Taurus Mountains region, Muslims annually raided the Asia Minor, for example, and it never was properly shown in the game, because in the game Arabs simply could not loot, only Berbers could loot and Turkic tribes, and I always found it stupid. I always find it stupid that, for example, some Catholic rurals couldn't loot me, some, I don't know, pagans. Well, actually, pagans could loot me, but anyway. It's stupid that only Turkic tribes could do that, because that's ahistorical. Historically, even the Normans from Sicily who were Catholics, they actually many times looted the Byzantine coast of Adriatic. And that's what I did with my game. I gave the right, let's say, to loot to every culture. And I found it much more historical and much more interesting and much more challenging, so let it be this way. The maid I paid to spy on my wife has confirmed my suspicions. Count Iakinthos of Lycia is Eudokia's lover and the real father of the child. By the blessed Virgin, I had better keep this quiet. Okay, let's do that. Let's be a cuckold. Why not? I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander Wali Muhammad barking orders, but as I search the hills, he is nowhere to be found. A fellow soldier finally informs me that he has been spotted cowering in the far back behind the fallen tree and most disgracefully behind his troops. Well, he has -4 combat skill while I have 36. It's impossible to lose this duel. So let's fight. I walk away victorious and he lost his leg. Nice. So, victory. Now let's fight them yet again. Also, some bastard decided to loot my land here. Never a good sign. Let's gather troops from the westernmost teams in the Asia Minor. Let's gather them in the city of Smyrna. Wali Muhammad of Cephalu did not take lightly on being defeated. In a duel he has sworn to avenge his defeat. Seems like I've made an enemy today. Your protostator Stratihos Niketas of Abydos has put forward a plan for experimentation with new military technology, inspired by a supposedly brilliant inventor and engineer that he has recently befriended. All that needed is a little funding. You shall have it. Vasilios of the Byzantine Empire has inherited Duchy of Armeniacon from Dux Ioannis of Armeniacon. Very well then. Let's give the title to this guy, Duchy of Armeniacon. Great. Victory. It is good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Eudokia's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. I shall have some maid dispatched. And what's this? To the strong Vasilevs, Vasilios. May you live in harmony and contentment. Your cause is righteous. Please accept my offer to join you in the Achlabid conquest of Sicily. Of course I will let you join me. All help is appreciated. And we actually won the war, so whatever. Of a piece, we are totally beaten. So we got quite a lot of money. Now then, let's send our troops back to the city of Constantinople. We will actually gather some troops in the city of Calliopolis, and we together, let's put auto signing commanders, let's put Stratihos of Trebizond as an Antiphatos, let's put Traianos as a court tutor, and let's choose Eudokia to be an Augusta. She's my wife after all. Let's choose some Patricios, or rather Patricioi, I guess. After all, my knowledge of Greek is limited, so don't be too harsh. If you are a Greek one. So what's going on here? Oh, the guy from IKEA declared war for this thing. Well, I can't be too much against it actually. It wasn't my own plans after all. Well, since they are trying to escape, we will have to get there fast. Boom. Hello there. Battle of Hieron. Victory. The armored chariot. You received a report from the outcome of the military experiments that your protestator asked you to sponsor. Apparently, a large steel-plated chariot was constructed, propelled by 10 men inside, pulling it forward, directed by a commander peering out from a revolving turret mounted on top. This vehicle also has several ballistas firing true arrow slits. Though ending up being too slow and expensive for actual wartime employment, it still provides some valuable lessons. I'm glad something came out of this investment. Great! Let's disband our troops, except the Scholai Palatini, because they will be a core of our Tahmata. We will also create some cataphract retinue. Okay, now we have a son who's actually not my son, but son of some guy, but whatever, he will be my son. It's good to be cuckolded, isn't it? How should we name it? Hieroteos, Hermanos, Hippolytos, Makarios, Sebastianos, Isaias, Megistos, Hieroteos, Vasilios, Caesarios, Leon, Bardas, Theophilos, Stephanos, Theophilos. Well, let's actually call him Theodosios. That's a good name. We unfortunately cannot create any more. Well, we can create more, but that would be not a equitable retinue. Malish, I believe the one blah 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 blah. Okay, obligate the guy. So yet another, this time Arab invader, come to loot Let's fight him. And then what we are going to do, we are going to retake Sicily. Victory, a noble has distinguished himself in this battle. Perhaps I can make use of him. Yeah, we will do. King of Lotharingia, dear Vasilius of the Byzantine Empire, during your wife's recent visit. Oh, this whore visited his kingdom. She probably fucked him. No. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to go to war with you anyway. Anyway, what we are going to do now, we are going to retake Sicily. The Holy War for Sicily. Now, yet again, let's gather our troops, our Tahmata, in the city of Constantinople. Also, before we are sailing, we are going to sail to Sicily. Before we're doing that, let's actually do some administration. Some of my mods actually allow to transfer counties from one duchy to another, which is quite a great thing. And that's what I'm going to do. So here at this point we have two duchies, Duchy of Thrace and Duchy of Adrianopolis, which is historically was called historically, surprisingly enough, Thema of Macedonia. I know that historically Macedonia situated somewhere around these lines, here, like these provinces, but for some reasons Byzantines have Thema Macedonias somewhere around here, basically with the capital city of Adrianopolis. So basically the correct proper name for this theme is not Adrianopolis but Macedonia. But that's not important for us at this point, because I'm going to transfer all four of these counties into the theme of Thrace. How are we going to do this? First, we are going to choose the theme of Thrace, and we are going to designate it a receiving duchy. We did that, and now choosing any of these provinces, we can transfer a county that costs us some money. Basically that would cost us 400 gold together. Yes, we did this, and now when we click at the jury duchies again, we see that this whole thing now considered a duchy or a theme of Thrace. And now, since we have the title of Duchy of Adrianopolis, which has no de jure counties under it, now we can basically destroy it because it's useless. We will lose some prestige, but we won't suffer any penalties to opinion of our vassals, because there are no de jure vassals inside those counties anymore. So we issued an edict, let's say, to transfer that theme into a theme of Thrace under the direct control of the emperor. Now, after this administration stuff, we are going to sail to Sicily. Administering the realm is also a job of an emperor, so not surprising we are doing this. So here we are in Sicily. Let's gather some more troops from from Italy and from Sicily itself. That's not too many, unfortunately. Anyway, let's besiege Messina first. Ecclesia Kalinikos burst into your chambers, flanked by civil warriors, dragging Bishop Athanasios of Toros with them in chains. My Vasilevs, there are many concerned peasants claiming that their children are plagued by nightmares of this man. He is obviously a warlock. What shall be done with him? Bishop Athanasios of Toros. He's Gothic, he's slow, but he's somehow a bishop. Funny. Anyway, what we are going to do? Are we going to burn the guy? Well, we are the Empire of Byzantium. We are the most basically developed state. I know they weren't the most tolerant state anyway, but I don't know, should we actually burn the guy for this? Let's actually bring out the branding iron. Let's brand him as an apostate, and that should be enough. So we got basically almost 400 additional troops. Now we are sending them to Messina. Aha, so what happened here? Part of Crete became a part of the theme of Achaia. Okay, I see that. Let's actually make this particular county a part of the Duchy of Achaia. Now we can split the troops and send them further. Polita, the wife of Serene Doge, also of Venice, has been spending few days in Constantinople. It's been a very nice experience meeting her. Maybe our peoples are not that different after all. Well, I'll go into war with the Venetians anytime soon. I don't think so, so let's actually write him a letter. Dear Vasilios of the Byzantine Empire, blah 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 blah. Fantastic, pact is signed. Can we form an alliance though? Well, theoretically we actually can. If we send him a gift, let's say, and try to sway him, there is a chance that we might be able to do so. Let's actually send our Maestros to Venice in order to improve our diplomatic relationship. Vasilius inherited the county of Brundisium. Good. And we will give this county to our... well, my son is actually too young for this. So let's find some guy at our court who is good in terms of stewardship. Anyone good at stewardship? Nobody is good at stewardship in our court, funny enough. Anyway, let's invite a noble. Whoa, this guy is good. And you will be a new commerce of Brundisium. And we lost our steward. And you can be our Sacellarios. By the way, talking about Sacellarios, let's collect taxes in Constantinople. A revolt happened in Seleucia. Okay, and the guy who is a commissar can hardly do anything about it. Well, we have other matters on our hands at this point. First we will recover the Sicily, the island of Sicily, and then we are going to do something about this rebellion. Righteous imprisonment, Strategos Dracontes. Yeah, it's that guy. I'm not going to do much about him anyway. Now let's send troops to Kerkent. Advisor. Let's put our Patriarch as an advisor. Serene Dosh also has passed away. Oh, that is quite sad actually, because now we don't have a truce with him, I guess. My father wants to kill Stratigos Niketos of Abydos. I don't know why he wants to do this, but whatever. Siege of Trapezus. Yet another bastard decided to invade or rather loot our lands. Anyway, Sicily is our primary objective. Everything else doesn't matter. The rise of the Shia. The schism at the heart of Islam dates back to its earliest days. The majority Sunnis have long persecuted the followers of Ali, the Shias, forcing them into hiding. The partisans of Ali look to his descendants for leadership, but they are forced to keep their ancestry secret. Now though, the Shias are mobilizing their strength behind a boy whom they claim to be Ali's rightful heir and imam. Other Islamic jurists claim that the boy is clearly a fraud, but to his followers he is the person they have been waiting for, and now they flock to his banner. Sultan Ahmad of the Tulunid Sultanate, Sultan of Egypt. Ha! The fools fight among themselves. Now we can choose an advisor. Again, let that be a patriarch. So this guy surrenders. Great. We won the war and Sicily is back under the Imperial control. First, what we are going to do, we are going to do some administration yet again. Some edicts concerning the cities and monasteries and fortresses in this region. So, and we will give all of those to this guy. Trefanon, Messene, Panarmos. So, Stratihos Konstantinos of Sicily. I'll make you an Ipatos, and also, well, I won't make you a designated region because you are quite incompetent. We will put Theodotos to this position. So, this was our first episode. I'm going to end it here. We reconquered Sicily. We still have a rebellion on our hands. What we are going to do with this in the next episode. Thank you, and we will meet in the next episode.